Do you enjoy telling stories from your adventures in the great outdoors? Well, you're in the right place, as this might well be the ultimate guide as to why you should hit the record button on your walking adventures starting in 2024 or beyond. So grab a brew and let's dive into the world of walking and talking on camera together.
How do, and welcome to today's walking location. It's Cafe Reservoir. How beautiful is this place?
I'll aim to uncover what I see as the top 10 reasons why filming yourself on walks is not only the new must-do trend, but something that could last a lifetime.
Now for today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. If you followed this channel before, normally I'm out hiking, exploring parts of Lancashire, sharing the best walks to do in the county, and ultimately trying to put this county on the map. Because let's face it, most people go to the lakes or the peaks, Yorkshire Dales. But what's wrong with Lancashire? It's blooming lovely. But like I say, today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be sharing 10 reasons why you need to start filming yourself on your adventures.
The first reason, it's historic.
Teaching people history, showing people old ruins like this, passing on what you've learned whilst exploring the area, it's only going to encourage other people to visit, learn and pay it forward. Moreover, things change, landscapes change. Once upon a time, these old ruins, they will have been farmhouses, people were living here, and now they're ruins. Just think one day, your footage of a certain relic, certain landmark, a certain building, it might be something that's documented in history. People could revert back to your footage to see what was once in a certain area. Even the history channels could come calling for your footage. You just never know. So document everything on your adventures and maybe, just maybe, you could be part of history. Look how lazy he is. He won't even come back for the camera. Now this next reason hits home a little bit differently because I'm expecting a little girl in the next few weeks. So excited. And that is leaving a family legacy. Filming yourself and almost sharing your personality through the camera, talking to the camera. You really can leave a lasting legacy for future generations to look back at. The truth is, none of us are guaranteed infinite amount of time on this planet, especially dogs, family pets. To create lasting memories, short films with your pets, with your loved ones. I would love it in the future for my little girl to look back and meet Henry when he was this age, when he was this energetic. I don't think he's slowing down anytime soon. But hopefully she will look back at these kind of videos and think, wow, he was more crazy back then than he was when she knew him. Because you're crazy. You're absolutely booloo, aren't you? At the same time, future generations might want to look back at this footage and, I don't know, maybe revisit the areas that their relatives, their ancestors once visited, recreate those memories for themselves. Continue the legacy, I suppose. It's just a different way of looking at it, but certainly family legacy and documenting your adventures for future generations is a massive reason why you should want to film yourself on your walks. Now this next reason was actually justified today, and that is being able to capture unique, potentially even once in a lifetime experiences. For example, today on this walk, the first thing I saw when I arrived on the car park, there in the distance, was two beautiful deer. Now if that's not a reason to start filming your adventures, I don't know what is.
It's not just animals, you might witness unique weather conditions on your adventures too. There's always something which could be worth filming and sharing.
Oh wow, look at this. Being able to capture unique nature like this, that has got to be a reason to start filming your adventures. The truth is, nature can throw up some pretty surprising things when you're out exploring, especially if you're in an area for the first time, but also in areas that you've been to before. For example, this stream here, In all honesty, I have ventured up here once before without my cameras, and it was very, very much a trickle. Today, it's looking good, so I'm so glad I've got my cameras to capture some of it. I just love stuff like this, and sharing it with other people gives me a real boost. Certainly since having an Instagram page, lancashirelads.life, if you fancy following me. But yeah, certainly since sharing my adventures through Instagram, I've realised that there are a lot of people out there who just haven't been able to get out, explore. Maybe they're not confident, they don't know where to go, where to park, are there toilet facilities, what should they be looking out for? They just don't want to miss out. So a lot of people just don't go. But since sharing these places with people, telling people where they can park, all those kind of things, what to look out for, pinpointing the hot spots if you like, that's made a big difference to a lot of other people, or at least I hope so. At least that's what they're telling me in the comments, and that means a lot. So documenting these travels, these adventures if you like, it's helped people explore. And the fact that I'm trying to put Lancashire on the map, hopefully these videos will encourage one or two of you to get out and discover places like this. Carfe Reservoir, this beautiful woodland, all these streams, it's just stunning. In fact, I actually follow a lot of landscape photographers, hikers on YouTube who inspire me to get out and discover new places. I know this page is all about Lancashire, but I do love the lakes. I mean, who doesn't love the lakes? And I can't wait to get back there this spring, summer, do some filming there, and actually try out some walks that I'd never heard of before. And that's through people like Glenn at Black Crag, Henry Turner, he's a fantastic photographer, also fairly local to me. And they've inspired me to get out with my camera and start exploring. So hopefully I can pay it forward with my own videos. But you'll have to let me know in the comments if this kind of content is inspiring you to get out. Now, another benefit to getting out and filming your hikes, and this one certainly resonates with me, and that is teaching yourself a skill. Learning how to create films, how to produce a movie if you like, a short film, learning about audio, the importance of audio, a microphone like this one, the different lighting conditions, how that affects your filming. And it doesn't even have to just be filming, by the way. God, I'm shattered. It can be photography as well. I'm trying to do both here. I'm not always going to get it right, but practice is certainly going to help me become a better filmmaker, teaching myself a skill. I may be able to apply it in my career, which I certainly do, by the way, but you could as well. You just don't know what this kind of skill could help you with in the future. It's true, most people stop learning when they leave college. They just stop. I can't explain it, but I can relate to it. When I left university, I just had enough with learning at that point. To be fair, I was studying subjects that I wasn't totally passionate about, and yet here I am learning a skill in 2024, trying to get better at filmmaking, and it's exciting, and it can snowball. One day I'm learning filmmaking, the next I'm learning something else. It gets me into the habit of learning. So it's not a bad skill to learn, it really isn't. And this actually leads me on to my next point, which is filming yourself could lead to opportunities. If you're passionate about picking up the camera, documenting your adventures, you just don't know what that could lead to. When I first started my Instagram page, I quickly learned how to do social media. I learned how to build an audience, how to share and document my adventures, my travels, and it did lead to opportunities. Whether it's free stays, gifted product, pretty much most of the time now I'm wearing gifted kit, whether it's walking boots, these pants here by Revolution Race. It's all thanks to filming myself on these adventures. So definitely have a think about it, because it can lead to opportunities. It really can. I'm talking from experience. I do appreciate that the influencer space isn't for everyone, but the thing is, you're in control, so you don't have to just take on all kinds of kit. You can only take on the ones that you want, that you're actually interested in using, and yeah, that's pretty much what I do anyway. I would say filming yourself on adventures keeps you fit, but Exhibit A, it doesn't. These things are game changers. And actually that folding mat nicely leads me on to the next point, and that is filming yourself can actually lead you to finding your tribe. Now, I can only speak from experience, but again, since documenting my travels, my adventures, certainly in the UK, you know, walks in Lancashire, that kind of thing, I've ended up bumping into a lot of other creators through social media. So I've almost found my tribe, if you like. So filming yourself can lead to building a community, finding your tribe, like-minded people. In fact, hopefully you guys watching this video today are like me. You know, you like getting out in nature, you're potentially thinking about filming yourself on walks, you're not really sure where to start, but you're looking for inspiration, you know, and you found me today. Hopefully you can be part of my tribe, I can be part of yours, you know, and I think that is a really big benefit to filming yourself. As I say, this folding mat, I discovered this through a friend on Instagram, Hike with Kate. She was using one of these, she recommended it, she thought it was a game changer, no more soggy bottoms, and yeah, I can safely say that it's really, really good. So thanks, Kate. I've got my mat, haven't I? Now, much like that sign back there, another reason you might want to film yourself on walks is to teach people best practices. You know, if you're super passionate about a certain area or a certain walk, you might want to film yourself to show people the way, show people the paths to stick to, document bad habits, you know, highlighting what people are doing wrong. You know, potentially that could be flagged up by the council, it could make a big difference in your community. So yeah, really do consider filming your walks to ultimately show people the right way to walk in that area, to explore that area. Sometimes people just take the wrong turn. I know I'm one of those people and I'll end up in the wrong area. But if there was footage to show me exactly where to go and what to expect on these walks, these adventures, I could make a big difference, you know. Take a look at that. I love stumbling across old ruins like this. In fact, for a long time I didn't even know this was here. I used to do the walk around the reservoir, lovely back there, but up here, that's a real hidden gem, that. I think another reason for me why I like to film and document where I'm going, what I'm doing, is not just to show people where to go, what to do and the places to visit, but actually it's to give back to the local businesses as well. For example, let's say I'm promoting a walk like Nicky Nook in Scorton, okay? It's one of my favourite walks. I lived in the Garstang area and Nicky Nook was one of our go-to walks most weeks. It's just beautiful. And near that walk are several fantastic cafes. One of them being Apple Store Cafe. On my Nicky Nook videos, I often do highlight Apple Store Cafe. It's part of my documentation of the walk, it's part of my adventure. You've got to finish on a brew, haven't you? You just got to. And so yeah, filming your walks, promoting local businesses, you're giving back in a different way and you're potentially making a difference. How rewarding is that? And it does tie in with one of my reasons earlier. It can lead to opportunities. So sharing your recommended cafes, pubs, accommodations, it can really make a difference. Good boy. Ooh, good lad. And finally, I wanted to leave you with one last reason, one last thought why I believe more of us should be creating content, documenting our adventures and sharing them on social media, especially video content. And that is because of the future of where we're going in terms of TV. Now, if you're interested in all things YouTube, you probably will know that a lot of people, in fact, you might be doing this yourself, but a lot of people are watching YouTube on the tellies. Now, I don't do that so much, if I'm honest, but it doesn't matter what I do. You know, a lot of others are. And in fact, I've noticed since I've been producing longer videos, people are commenting, telling me that they're watching them on TV. Now, what an amazing thought to think that we could be the next TV stars. Now, I'm not saying we're going to become Ant and Dec. I'm not saying that. I'm certainly not expecting us to become David Attenborough. However, if people start to watch your films, they tune in every week or every few weeks to watch your latest content, that's amazing. You know, and they're going to do it on TV. They're going to sit there with a brew or with their tea, with their families, friends, and they're going to watch your content on their tellies. That just blows my mind. But ultimately, that's where the attention is going. More people are watching YouTube on the telly, and they could be watching you on the telly. You don't need to be a film star or an incredible filmmaker. Homemade is the new way. You know, people are using their phones to create content. You don't need fancy cameras these days. And like I say, future generations are probably going to be watching YouTube on the tellies, and they could be watching you. I really hope they're watching me, and yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. Have a think, start planning out your first video if you've not done it before. You know, you do need some essential items. You might want to get yourself a tripod to, even if it's just to prop up your phone. You know, eventually you're going to want some sort of microphone. You know, these things make a big difference when you're filming yourself. In fact, if you are interested in the kit that I use on my hikes, I have got a kit list. It should be in the description below. That's pretty much everything that's in my backpack. You know, so that's from microphones to cameras, even to fuel, you know, things that I take with me on my hikes because I'm out for a long time filming. So yeah, check that out if you're interested, but start planning your first video. Start local, something really easy, and just have fun with it, you know, and you just never know what it could lead to. I will look back at this video in 5 years' time and think, wow, like, hopefully I'm well further ahead with this channel. I'm making a difference. I'm inspiring people to get out. My family might be tuning in. I don't know. I really don't know.
What I do know is if you want to make things happen, you've got to make videos. So turn on your camera and start walking and talking. What happens next, only time will tell. Thanks for watching today's video, and if you've been inspired to start filming your own walking adventures, do let me know in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one.